All right, boys, listen, we got to talk about this Mass Effect board game. I'm going to start off like I started off in my video about this. It's coming out tomorrow. So make sure you check it out. This Mass Effect board game, honestly, could have sounded like a really cool idea. You know, I'm a big fan of Mass Effect. You guys know this. Huge fan of the first 3 Mass Effects. Andromeda, I don't acknowledge. Right? Mass Effect 3's ending is a piece of shit and maybe not trust BioWare, and then Anthem pretty much sealed that fate. But I got to be honest with you. I am a little upset because, again, this is something that I definitely would have been interested in probably getting. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks cool. Just the idea of a Mass Effect board game sounds cool to me, right? It may not sound cool to you, but it sounds cool to me. However, they decided to fuck it up because, of course, they did, right? So the Mass Effect board game priority Hagelas, a designer, attacks fans as fucking man babies after game receives negative reviews, allegedly for pushing gender ideology. So one of the designers on the game is losing their mind because they are getting 1 out of 10 reviews on Board Game Geek, which is a website where people go to review board games, right? Tabletop stuff. That's what they do. So they're not happy. They're not happy at all. And then there's actually a revelation at the end of this article that says that Board Game Geek actually takes their side and starts deleting 1 out of 10 reviews. So Board Game Geek, I don't know if anybody uses it, but you can consider that website to be compromised because they are deleting 1 out of 10 reviews, but they are not deleting the 10 out of 10 positive review bombs that this person actually asked for and was getting. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So the guy's name is Eric Lang, the creator of Mass Effect, the board game. Priority Hagelas, which is published by Modifius Entertainment, attacked Mass Effect fans as fucking man babies after he claimed they started leaving negative reviews for the game due to it pushing gender ideology propaganda. After a number of individuals began leaving 1-star reviews for the game on Board Game Geek, Lang took to X and called for his followers to leave positive reviews to offset the negative ones it was receiving. Now, this is amazing to me because they tried to say that positive review bombing is not a thing. That's what they try to tell you all the time. Positive review bombing is not a thing. And we say all the time that it absolutely is. Why is it that you're going to delete a 3-paragraph 1 out of 10, but you're not going to delete a single word 10 out of 10? Why would you not delete those? Why do you only delete the 1 out of 10 paragraphs? People that actually have stuff to say about your game. But let's continue. He wrote on X in a now deleted post. Of course, he deleted it. He probably ran to Blue Sky. Now deleted post that was shared by Mark Kern, a.k.a. Grums. I hate even talking about this one on social media, but if you played Mass Effect TBG, would you mind giving it a rating on BGG to offset the fucking man babies trying to tank the rating with 1 stars because they can't handle looking at pronouns on a character sheet? Well, apparently you can't handle people having an opinion about pronouns on a character sheet. So what are we really doing, right? What are we really doing? You're complaining about them being angry over the pronouns. And by the way, it's not being angry over pronouns. It's being angry over pronouns being used as titles. Pronouns being used as titles is not a thing. You guys are trying to make it a thing, but it's not a thing. Pronouns being used as a descriptionatory method of being able to explain what you're looking at or talking about, that's something different. But to try to say, yeah, my name is Emily and I go by she, her. That's what I go by. I go by she, her. Nobody has a title under the name that says she, her. That's retarded. You can't say, yeah, I'm a she, her. That's not how you use pronouns, right? But they don't want to actually acknowledge that. They want to be able to have their little labels. And this is coming from the people who, for I don't even know how long, have said that they don't like labels. How long have we heard from this particular side of the aisle that we don't like labels, and yet they decide to want to label everything? Why the fuck would an alien in Mass Effect have pronouns? Why? I can understand at the very least, not that I would agree with it, but I could understand that if you made the human characters from Earth have pronouns, but you made the fucking aliens have pronouns too. You made all of them have pronouns. What the fuck is that? Anyway, so this is his Twitter post that he deleted. He probably ran off to Blue Sky, and he's like, "Shit, I'm gonna delete this and go to Blue Sky with my echo chambers at." As noted by Lang and shared by Grums over on X, the game lists pronouns for various Mass Effect characters. If you look at this. You got Shepard, he, him. You got Liara Tassoni, she, they. So Liara is a she, they. Jesus fuck, man. How you gonna do Liara Tassoni like this, bro? Especially if you know Mass Effect 3's ending. Well, most of the endings anyway. Doesn't Liara Tassoni show up at the end of Mass Effect 3 no matter what ending you get? She's in the hologram telling the next people. She's telling the next people about the Reapers and whatnot, or is that only certain endings? I'm trying to remember. She's in every ending, right? It doesn't matter which one you get. Yeah, right. Shit, sorry, I did that thing again where I clearly played the game, but people think I don't play games, so I can't ruin that narrative. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. My bad. While Lang has since deleted posts, he did write another one claiming he stands by his attack on gamers. He wrote, "Deleted the stupid post because, well, I hate deleting posts that I stand behind, but fuck it. Twitter has so much. Twitter sucks so fucking much." What does that even like? What does Twitter have to do with you deleting the tweet? Like, you could have just kept the tweet up. Just keep the tweet up. I don't understand. What's the big deal? That sounds like a terrible excuse for deleting the tweet. And then he says, while he deleted the post on X, he did not delete one on Blue Sky. Oh! It's too predictable. It's too fucking predictable. He did not delete one on Blue Sky. Wow. Gee, I wonder why. This man ran away from Twitter, deleted the post, and then went to Blue Sky and was like, "Look what they're doing to me over on Twitter. God, save me, echo chamber." On Blue Sky, expressing the same sentiment. He wrote, "I'm so proud of Mass Effect and so endlessly tired of the fucking man babies who try and tank our BGG rating because we took 10 seconds to add pronouns to the squad mates." Yeah, because, simplifying the argument is exactly what they try to do all the time, because the more they can simplify it, the better it is for them to try to spin a narrative around it. So let's get to the point of the reviews, because I gotta suit up. We're running out of time. Let's get to the point of the reviews. Okay, so at the time, he also shared a review breaking down, revealing the game only had 10 one-star reviews compared to 14 10 stars. Okay, so at this point, he was in the green, right? For the most part, 14 10, and then 10 negative, and then a lot of in between. This in between right here, this should be the real concern. This should be the real where the conversation is at right now. This is where it should be, right? But then in a subsequent post, he revealed that following his comments attacking gamers and making people aware of the game, the one-star reviews had increased from 10 to 52. So he got Streisand affected. And went to 52 negative reviews. But if you notice, the positive reviews went up by 16. So he got 16 positive review bombs and he got 42 negative review bombs. Okay, that's fine. So if that's the case, if you're going to delete these, why would you not delete these? Right? Why would you not delete the 16 positive review bombs that you asked for? And we know you asked for it because it's in the post. You can see it. He asked for it. Why wouldn't we delete the 16 positive review bombs on top of the negative review bombs? Why not just go back to what it was, which was 14 and 10? I feel like this is a good number, right? I think it's pretty fair. However, like Lang's post to X, those one-star reviews have been deleted from Board Game Geek. They are banning accounts that vote 1 star. First, your review is removed, and if you attempt to repost it, your account is locked. So Board Game Geek is 100% compromised. I am unfamiliar with this website, but if any of you use Board Game Geek, just realize that any reviews or scores on that website is compromised because they are choosing to delete only the negative reviews, and they are not deleting the positive review bombs that the creator himself asked for. He asked for this, right? It's not like these people randomly just left 10 out of 10s. No, he asked for them, right? He continued, I'm getting multiple reports that people leaving 1-star reviews on Mass Effect Priority Hagalah's board game are getting deleted on Board Game Geek's website. The designer called for people to brigade good reviews to offset the 1-star reviews left by man babies. They were upset pronouns were added to iconic Mass Effect characters like Liara being marked as they, them. So all of it is just massive levels of suppression. And it goes to show that website is compromised. So again, guys, just to kind of round up, obviously, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. I think a board game sounds really fucking cool. Not going to lie to you. Board game sounds really cool. But ultimately, it's just one of those things where, all right, if that's what you're going to do and you have this kind of stuff in the board game, I'm not really looking to try to support something like that, which is fine. Listen, it's not for me, right? There's things that are made for me and there's things not made for me. It's just quite unfortunate that the things that usually aren't made for me are the ones that tend to fail. I'm trying to stream them, right? But this is not a video game. I can't stream it. This is a board game. So it's just going to, unfortunately, it's just going to fail. It is what it is. It's dead on arrival.